in the Elajas era. I'm your host with the most Boast, Taylor Elajas. You doing good? I'm doing pretty good, but are you doing good though? I did pretty good today. We are here at Hip Hop Rookie of the Year on Quality Time Network, and we're going to have a quality time talking about the rookies that are going to be on this week's ladder. Okay, what's going on, CC? So, as we do, just going to run through this criteria because at this point in the game, everyone knows it. So, we'll produce and engineer music, signed or unsigned, interviews, tours, social media presence, cosigns, engagement, bodies of work, analytical results, YouTube views, magnitude of notable songs, and platforms featured on. Okay, so we have a couple honorable mentions, not really like super honorable mentions because they've been here before, they've been around the block. You know, it's just they're not on the ladder, so I wanted to throw them in there. All right, so we have Mr. Lil TJay, who's going to be on tour with Rich the Kid on The World Is Yours tour. All right, he's going to be on that tour as well. All right, so you know, big ups to Mr. Lil TJay for that. All right, and he also recently got some grills, so I guess that's a accomplishment for him. All right, my thing with like grills, you know, like I've seen people with grills in real life, and it's like it just looks like metal in your mouth. You know, I'm confused about the hype. Now, if I had $100 million, would I just say, you know, F it, I'm about to just go buy some grills? Hey, maybe. Who knows? But when you see it in person, it just looks like metal in people's mouths. I don't know. The appeal isn't all the way there for me. But hey, you know, my pockets don't allow me to buy a grill. Maybe if they did, who knows? Maybe I would. But Mr. Lil TJay not on the ladder. Spoiler alert. Okay. And, you know, he's still doing his thing out here, though. He still is one of the more genuine rookies. He blew up off the one song. He's been able to take that momentum and just skyrocket to where he is right now. He has a deal with Warner Music, and he has the rights to his masters, and he has like a sub label similar to what NBA YoungBoy has. Well, actually, I don't even really think they're the same type of structures, but NBA YoungBoy has his own label with Atlantic called Never Broke Again, and Lil TJay has No Love Entertainment with Warner Music. But I feel like, you know, I don't know the specifics of the Never Broke Again deal with Atlantic, but I know that TJay basically has his own business just headed by Warner Music. Okay, but I say that to lead into the second honorable mention, Mr. Quando Rondo. All right, Mr. Quando Rondo. I was actually supposed to do some interviews at one of his shows yesterday, but, you know, kind of fell through. But it is what it is. He is, I guess you kind of consider him a rookie. You know, his buzz really started to take off in 2019. He has a couple of big songs, Perfect Flower. His recent album is pretty damn good. Not gonna say it's not, you know, pretty damn good. He is signed to Never Broke Again, and that is NBA YoungBoy's label. Okay. Now he is signed there. He has a good project out. Polo's on it. JB Block Boy. You know, it's a good project. It probably won't make a top 10 or even a top 15 albums of the year, but it's a good project. It's a good project. But those are the two honorable mentions I got for you for this week. All right. Now let's get into this week's Hip Hop Rookie of the Year ladder. Okay, because, man, I'm excited to talk about who is reigning at the top right now. I'm super excited because, man, I hate to be that guy, but I saw it coming. I hate to be that guy. Like, I truly hate to be that guy because, you know, there's the people that what's going on Cold Heart Cruddy. You know, there's the people that's like, yo, I've been listening to this guy for a minute, right? And then like when they blow up, they're like, oh yeah, I've been here since the beginning. And like even if they haven't, they still say, oh yeah, I've been here since the beginning. But with Lil TJay, I won't say I've been here since the beginning, but I've been here for a while. You know what I'm saying? I've been here for a while. You know, been doing this show for a minute too, and then like to see Tekka be on the ladder sometimes, not be on the ladder, and then, you know, he was kind of like creeping around 5, 6 for a minute, to now be a number 1 and to be a number 2 on the hip hop Billboard, to be making $200,000 a week on Ransom. and that's in sale revenue. He definitely doesn't keep all that, mind you. He probably signed in advance. But damn, off of one song, you know what I'm saying? It's like I saw it, bro. I saw it because I used to follow Lil Mosey way heavier than I do right now. Posted a picture together, right? And I'd be on the internet. I'm into this music stuff, so I did my research. They posted a picture. I clicked on the profile. Scrolled down Lil Tecca's profile, saw some music. Gave it a couple bumps. I didn't really even think too hard about it. This was probably either last year or like really early into 2019. Okay, so World Star. This is probably January, February. World Star drops Did It Again, Lil Tecca. And I'm like, whoa, this is fire. Like they're like in front of a mansion. They got some cars, like definitely looks like the manager paid for all these things. It's him and a bunch of people, probably his friends, and they just getting lit. And this song is just fire. It's a fire song. I gotta pack him and Do It Again. You know what I'm saying? I'm in her friend. Like I'm in her friend. Like that song is just so fire. I saw the video and I was just hooked. You know what I'm saying? I have a hip hop blog page outside of my main music page, music entertainment page, and I posted a video that was like, "Oh, he's on the rise." And then I did one of my segments on my main page called "Artists About to Blast Off," and I put him in that as well. And this was like earlier in the year, so now to really see him take off it's a beautiful thing, because like I've seen every step of the way from this year. Like mind you, he's had songs out before. Did It Again. Did It Again recently got on streaming. Did It Again wasn't on streaming. It was really only available on YouTube from Worldstar Hip Hop. Probably a whole bunch of like sampling issues and payouts. So, it's behind the scenes stuff as to why it recently came out. But it's been out for a minute. Now the video views is probably gonna run up because people was like, "Oh, I really like Did It Again." So they're gonna see if it has a video, and it already has a video. So now Worldstar, it's a Worldstar Hip Hop exclusive. So Lil Tecca is not making no money off of that. Maybe they have some kind of exclusive deal where he makes some money, but I kind of doubt it, to be honest. But already video out for Did It Again. It's a fire video, fire song, and it's just dope to see him be where he is right now, from where he was just earlier this year. Like your life can really change in a matter of like 150 days if you just continue to work, continue to push. And my son was still in the studio. Like before I even found him, probably the first song I ever heard from him was Did It Again, full length song. And then I went back and he had Love Me, Counting Me Out, all fire songs. What's a song that I really was falling in love with, and I really only listened to because of Tecca. It's called Memories in My Head. I don't even know who the original artist is, because it's featuring Lil Tecca and Don Q Cash. None of theirs, or is it Don Q? I'm pretty sure Don Q's on the song. It's none of their songs though. It's somebody else's song, and I don't even remember the name of the guy's song. But I really only go to that song because of Lil Tecca. To be honest, it's a fire song. Memories in My Head. In case you haven't bump that. It's fire. And I was hooked on that before the album dropped, and I'm like, wow, this thing's fire. Like it embodies Tecca, because Ransom isn't even a true embodiment of what Tecca is. You know what I'm saying? It really isn't even an embodiment of what Tecca is. It's not really his sound. Like Count Me Out is more his type of sound, and a lot of the songs went more into Tecca's sound. So if you didn't hear any Lil Tecca songs prior to Ransom, you now know what he sounds like. You know what I'm saying? You now know what Lil Tecca sounds like because of the fact that he has this whole album that sounds like Bossa Nova too. That's one of his singles. That's a song that came out as a single that was also on the album that is more like his actual sound. Like that's more of Tecca's actual sound, to be honest. But I usually don't just skip straight to one, but I feel so much genuine happiness for this man. Like I don't even know him. I could have met him a couple times just because he'd be around the blocks that I'd be around, but just like we haven't ran into each other. But it's like, damn, to see him rise at this point, it's incredible. I love to see it, to be honest with you. You love to see it. You love to see it, at least I do. I'm a supportive person. Not everybody loves to see people win, but I love to see people win, especially somebody of his age. to be 16, 15, whatever he is, very young, underage, can't drink. You know what I'm saying? To be such a young age and be able to say he is, I'm sure, 100,000-aire. You know, way more money than a lot of people his age can even fathom. You know what I'm saying? It's like it's crazy. You know what's going on, BSB Meech. I've been getting in my bag for the last 5 minutes on Lil TJay and why he's the number one, because this man has really been putting in his work, and you gotta give credit where credit is due. And I'm not biased. I'm really only biased to a few people, and when I am biased, I state my bias. I don't have a Lil TJay bias. I'm just saying I've been here for a minute with Lil TJay, but I don't have a Lil TJay bias. Trust me. You know, if there's biases that I have, I will state them outright. Like I feel like I said this on the show before too, but my biases are Damian Lillard, Young M.A., and I'm starting to develop a DDG bias. I kind of am, because I really mess with DDG heavy. I'm starting to develop a DDG bias, but you know, my biases really are just Damian Lillard, Young M.A., and kind of DDG. You know what I'm saying? Outside of that, very impartial. Like, I'm unbiased. I deliver stats. I try not to base anything off straight opinion, because that shit, you're not gonna get anything done. Because music is 100% opinion. Well, I won't say 100% opinion, because if the mixing is trash, if the sound is trash, you record this in a trash booth, your engineer is trash, you know, then the song could just sound disgustingly horrible. But, you know, if the song is well engineered, as one of the criteria is, and, you know, well produced, then it will just come down to the sound, and the true essence and sound of the song is subjective. You know what I'm saying? So, but I feel genuine love for what TJay is doing right now, so I'm finna bust down what he is doing right now, because what he's doing right now at his age, there got to be, we need some kind of like hip hop stat checker, or hip hop fact checker, hip hop mathematician, like the way that they just bust out random stats on ESPN for, like, LeBron does a dunk for 0.45, and then like the next day on SportsCenter, and it'd be like LeBron did is one of 10 players to dunk for his 45th point in his 1,012th game played. You know, something like that. Something just outlandish like that. They be doing that. We need that for hip hop, honestly. We need somebody to be like, yo, TJay is one of the youngest artists to have a top 2, not top 5 anymore. He is number 2. Old Town Road, leaving from number 1, has now opened the doors for a lot of people. It has now opened the doors for a lot of songs to be able to do work and actually, like, Bad Guy got number 1. It only got number 1 for like probably like a week. It got number 1 for like a hot 5 seconds, but it's still the number 1. Lizzo, Truth Hurts is at number 1 right now. Who could go number 1? Really can't. Because me, like, the way that TJay's album is moving right now, you know, the fact that he has an actual album out, I feel like it'll allow Ransom to get to number 1. Just the way that the album is pushing and the hype, and like, I'm not a Lizzo fan, so I don't know what her pull and impact is, but I know TJay's pull and impact, and TJay has a lot of pull and impact. Literally, Out of Luck did 8.6 mil in a week. I don't know what Lizzo's numbers are right now in terms of what she's pulling on a music video that quickly, but 8.6 mil in a week is a lot of views. The man is number 2 on the top hip hop and R&B Billboard right now. Like, that's crazy, bro. Crazy. Absolutely crazy. So 64K first week. Like, TJay just exploded on the scene, bro. He exploded on the scene, first project, and someone had the audacity to tell me it's a mixtape. I'm like, you know, like, mind you, I didn't go to school for music. I just study it a lot because now I'm like, I've always been a hip hop nerd, honestly. Like, when I was younger, I literally used to look up the real names of rappers and musicians. For what reason, I don't know, but like, I would just study that. Like, when I was younger, I literally used to just sit and listen to diss tracks. And like, middle school, I'm over here just bumping diss tracks. Like, one of my favorite songs in middle school was The Warning by Eminem. And like, a lot of people don't even know that song, where Eminem is just killing Mariah Carey, absolutely murdering Mariah Carey in The Warning. Like, I feel like that's an underrated diss track. Like, one of my favorite songs too was Hit 'Em Up, and I'm under 15 at this point. You know what I'm saying? Like, I've always been a hip hop nerd, but you know, to tell me this is a mixtape is just, it's preposterous. It's not a mixtape, because like I did a hip hop review on my hip hop blog that I talked about a little earlier, and I think I gave it like a 4.3 or something like that. Or no, I gave it a 3.75 actually. And mind you, I love the album, but I feel like this. I gave it that score because the standouts are still the singles to me. Like, now, mind you, I think it's called Side Note. That's fire. Amigos fire. Left Right is fire. But I still like Love Me. I still like Count Me Out. Did It Again. Ransom. Like, those are still the standouts to me. Like, there are fire songs. Don't get it mixed up. But if you match up the singles to the songs that are on Billboard off the album, I like the singles better. You know what I'm saying? Now, album reviews are very subjective at the end of the day. So I gave it the way I gave it. But I think I definitely could have given it a 4. I probably was being a little harsh because I've listened. The album has replay value. So I should have definitely included that in mine. But that's all first listen. You know what I'm saying? But if I were to go back and give it a second review, I definitely would probably give it like a 4.5, 4.3. I'm still like giving it a notch because of the fact that the singles are like the better songs on the album for me. Like, I enjoy Amigo, I enjoy Shots, but I still like Bossa Nova and Count Me Out way better. You know what I'm saying? Like 100%. And Did It Again is still one of the best songs on the album, and one of his best songs to date, in my opinion. But the man is top 2 on Billboard. Okay, crazy. 64K first week. Crazy. Who knows how much you took in from that? But and the man has merch out now too, so I could be including merch. Okay, you know, they include all that hot gosh. He's number 1 on the top rap albums chart. All right, who gonna stop this man? You know what I'm saying? Who is gonna stop this man? Debuts at top 5 Billboard 200. His album, We Love You, Taylor. Come on, like, and y'all know, people that have been watching this for a minute, y'all know, I only go this hard for an artist when they deserve it. What's going on, Zaddy T.I.? I've basically been in my bag for the last like 20 minutes discussing why Lil TJay is at number 1 and what he's been doing. Like, I feel like I went on rants like this with Blueface. I went on rants like this with Lil Nas X early. Yeah, because they deserved it at the time, and now Lil TJay deserves it 100%. And I'm gonna give him his flowers, because I don't think people are giving him his flowers enough. Because he's not like, his personality's okay, but he's 16, you know what I'm saying? But it's like, to be able to dope music at such a young age, you know, it's a blessing. The man has a talent, and he's just doing great things with it, man. Did It Again is at number 24. All right, and here's the thing that no other rookie on the ladder has been able to do thus far, which is why I originally had Lil TJay at 2, but then when I went through everything, I was like, whoa, this is ridiculous. Like, this is actually ridiculous. No one else, even the baby, has been able to do this as of yet. All right, I'm gonna say it right now. Ransom, number 2 on Billboard. Suge hasn't even touched number 2. All right, but we all know Old Town Road is number 1. All right, whatever. Top 2. Then Did It Again is number 24 on the Billboard Hip Hop. All right, Out of Luck is number 32. That's the one that did 8.6 mil in a week. All right, Shots is at number 35. We're already 4 songs in. No other rookie has had 4 songs on the Billboard at the same time. All right. Love Me is at 41. We're now at 5 songs. The man has 5 songs on Billboard. That's not OD. Amigo is at 49. Love Me is at 41. Shots at 35. Out of Luck is at 32. Did It Again is at 24. And Ransom's at 2. The man is destroying the charts right now. And he has left, right, at 18th on the bubbling under Hot 100 Billboard. So that man can still get another track. The man can mess around and get, what is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. He can get 7 songs on the Billboard at the same damn time. That's ridiculous. That's truly ridiculous. The man can get 7 songs on the Billboard at the same, like, give the man his respect. Give the man the respect he deserves, for real. And, you know, that's what I'm here to do, because that's just ridiculous, bro. Like, and Love Me is a fire song. I wouldn't be surprised if Count Me Out got on Billboard too. But he got the, bro, he taps into so many different audiences, bro. Like, he taps into the white people, which, like, they're a loyal audience. As soon as you're able to tap into the white people, you got something going. All right, you got something going. He doesn't have an intimidating personality, so you can tap into the things he's rapping about in the melodies. He can tap into hood guys, and he can tap into the non-hood guys because of the melodies. Hood guys like melodies too. You know what I'm saying? And of course, a non-hood guy is gonna love him a melody as well. You know what I'm saying? Like, the harmonies, the you know, just the nonchalantness of his delivery is dope. But it's mad funny though. I saw a performance he did or whatever he was doing. Cause people do a lot of stuff like that now. They have platforms now where you can just perform your song, quote unquote, live. Well, yeah, I guess basically live. And he was doing one of those, and that man looked like he literally sighed mid performance. He was like, "Yo, I don't want to be here." He basically he showed every sign of he didn't want to be here. Now the one that went viral, the one he did for Rap Genius, that one I don't think was that bad. You know what I'm saying? He also did another one with Ener Banks. I don't think those two were that bad. People were doing the whole like, oh, when your mom tells you to get up and perform for your family, you don't want to, blah blah blah. But the one he did recently, that one was bad. Like, he just looked super uninterested. He's like, yo, I don't want to be here. But like, it all adds to his image. So it's funny. Like, it's like anything more adding to his nonchalant image is just going to be praise. It's not even going to be like, oh, he's lazy, or why does he want to be here, or you're so blessed and you don't want to be here. It's like he already shows a nonchalant character. So now it's like he already shows his nonchalant character and he's doing more nonchalant stuff. So it's like, duh. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I'm gonna get off Lil TJay because I've probably been talking about him for gotta be the last 20 minutes. But you know, like, when I give people number one spot that I really feel deserve the number one spot, I feel that, bro, because I've been doing the show for a minute now, bro. I feel when anybody gets on these lists, bro, you know, I understand the hard work it takes to accomplish something like this. I'm not even talking about getting on the ladder. I'm just talking about just accomplishing something like getting 6 songs on the Billboard at the same time. Like, coming from the mud, bro. Like, people really come from the mud, bro. Like, I feel that, bro. The people that don't come from the mud, they come from something. Like I feel like King Combs will never have a super productive career. That's how I feel. Because it's like, you ain't lived through nothing. You know what I'm saying? Like, you ain't come from nothing, bro. Like your story is different when you come from nothing. Like, when you really made it from, like, you had to struggle to get to where you're trying to get to. You know what I'm saying? It's like there's a point where you had to do what you had to do. The man grew up as Diddy's son, bro. Like, everything's like, the man, all he needed to do was put out a song. That's it. And he has every facet. He has every outlet available to have a productive music career. Forget wanting to do anything else. You don't need to do anything else in your life, bro. Just be a musician, be a rapper, because you have every tool to do so well because your father is Diddy. Now, that's no shots to King Combs whatsoever. I love his music, actually. He's a dope artist, honestly. Surf with City Girls, and I forget what was on the song, but I know City Girls was on that song. So Surf with City Girls and King Combs is a fire song, but it's like, that's the only type of music I feel like he'll be able to make. You know what I'm saying? Like, love songs, club bangers for the girls. You know what I'm saying? Which is good. It's a cool bag to be in, but like, how long can you do that for? But at the end of the day, he doesn't need to survive as an artist either. You know what I'm saying? He's like, so that to me, I feel like that loses that drive to put out things that are above high quality all the time. You know what I'm saying? When it's like, you don't even really need this because your father is Diddy. Like, you don't need this to survive. So it's like your number one effort may not always be there because you really don't need this. Like, you don't need to put out the song. You can put it out or not put it out. You know what I'm saying? But that's Lil TJay at 1. All right. So now we're going to do how we usually do and go from 6. And instead of going from 6 to 1, we're going to go from 6 to 2. Okay. So Lil TJay. Lil TJay still at number 6. I actually saw him perform at Genius Barbecue. Genius has a barbecue every year, apparently. I didn't know that. News to me. Okay. Genius has a barbecue every year. And I watched him and 21 Savage perform, as well as Anne Marie. And Doja Cat was there as well. I didn't watch her, though. Doja Cat was there. 21 Savage was there. Lil TJay was there. And yeah, I watched TJ perform and 21 Savage perform. They were really dope performances. And I've been trying to watch 21 Savage perform for a minute. I'm not gonna lie. A little small anecdote, right? I went to Wild 'N Out, I think last year, live Wild 'N Out. So it's not like the show. It was like a really like a live type of thing. And on the tickets, it said that 21 Savage was going to perform. All right, now I enjoyed the Wild 'N Out performance. A Boogie performed a little earlier in the night. So I definitely enjoyed the Wild 'N Out performance. Like, they were doing their thing. It was funny. You know, it was like a Wild 'N Out. So 21 Savage was supposed to close out the show with a performance, right? And we're like waiting. People in the crowd's waiting. And Emmanuel Hudson gets on the mic and says, "So y'all really thought 21 Savage was about to perform?" And I'm looking down like, what? Like, I'm looking at the stage confused. Like, yeah, it's on the ticket. And then Lou Got Cash comes out and starts performing. And I'm like, what? Like, I didn't really look at anybody's reaction because, like, I'm so flabbergasted. And, like, I was really trying to see 21 Savage. That was when I was a super big 21 Savage fan. Not so much anymore. Not for any particular reason. It's just like, you know, there's so many artists that you can listen to. But Lou Got Cash came out. And bro, like, and he starts performing, right? And he has a couple songs. I can't even really name you them off the top of my head, but I know he has Spend 2, Save, something about saving and spending. What's good, DJ C Papa? Yeah, Lou Got Cash came out, and damn it, I was upset. I'm like, bro, he starts performing the couple songs that he has, and then he's tight because people are not like really vibing with him. He's like, yo, y'all tripping, I got bangers. And it's like, you might have a couple good songs, but nobody was trying to see you. Nobody is here to see you, bro. We are all trying to see 21 Savage. Like, Emmanuel Hudson had the audacity to really say, y'all thought 21 Savage was about to perform? Man, that scarred me to this very day. Because they had A Boogie open. And then you got Cat closing. That doesn't make any sense. And at that point, Drowning was really hot. So it's like he performed Drowning. And it's, brother, it made absolutely no sense. It's like, if you guys know 21 Savage is not going to be here, why would you have A Boogie open? You know, I don't know. It made just absolutely no sense. But hey, you know, I finally got to see 21 Savage at the Genius Barbecue, and I knew No Heart, X, and a couple other songs. He honestly performed a good bit of songs. He probably had like a 20-30 minute set, and after like those ones I just said, I didn't know the rest of the songs. And I'm there just like, damn, I thought I was really a 21 Savage fan, and I don't know any of these songs. It was kind of upsetting. I was like, damn, I thought I was a really big 21 Savage fan. Because there's a few artists that I actually call myself fans of, because I like to use the term supporter. I don't like to call people my fans either. I like to call them, well, I call my supporters my wolf pack, but like, I don't like the term fan. But if I really say that I'm a fan of you, that means I'm like genuinely a fan of you. So I was genuinely a fan of 21 Savage. Like, I used to vote 21 Savage every damn day. So the man was performing, I didn't know any of these damn songs. So it's kind of wild. But Lil TJay, I might have to say I'm a fan at this point, because the way that the man was performing these songs, and I knew the words to every song. The only song that I was like slipping up to was FN, just because it was recent and I wasn't really jacking it at first. But now I think it's a good song. But it's a good song. But I still don't like my opinion still holds true to. That's not the song that you lead out with on a like. I don't think that's his best song to where that's the only song that's a new song on the EP. Everything else was singles. So the only song that's not a new song is FN. I wasn't jacking it. To be honest, I wasn't jacking it. But it's a good song. I'm not gonna say it's not a good song. But bro, he performed Brothers, Long Time, pretty sure Resume. Man, I was in my bag, bro. I was rapping every damn lyric. You know what I'm saying? It might be one of those to where like once I get really big, man, this might be like, yo, I saw you in the crowd that day and you was fiending. Cause I wasn't even fiending. It's just that, bro, I'm standing there rapping every big bag doing everything wavy. I got 99 problems like Jay-Z. Like I'm in my bag in the crowd, just rapping along to every word, bro, on me. Big bag doing everything wavy. I got 99 problems like Jay-Z. Also my grandmother just tried to play. Like what? Like come on, bro. I was in my bag, bro. I haven't been like that at a performance by an artist since I went to see Tyler the Creator in last year. I don't know when last year, but it was definitely last year. Or was it definitely last year? It might have been 2 years ago. Whatever. That was, I think, the last performance I actually paid for. Because I love me some Tyler the Creator. I would definitely say I'm a fan of Tyler the Creator. But yeah, I was in my bag at that Lil TJay performance. I'm not even gonna lie. That man did his thing. But he also is third on the emerging artists Billboard list. Okay. And I don't know if I said it earlier, but I'll mention Emily Chapa is second. Okay. So TJ definitely doing the damn thing. Representing from New York. I think New York has a lot of talent. We're homegrowning a lot of stuff. Lil TJay is offspring of A Boogie, so we're homegrowing our own talent. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, even if he takes offense to that, it is what it is. Like you clearly are an offspring. I think Lil TJay is an offspring of Lil Durk. Lil Durk's sound now, not drill Durk, melodic Durk, and A Boogie. Because when I tell you like, because Lil TJay is probably he's like 18, so he was probably like in middle school. And that's like when you're developing too, and you're about to go to high school. And when I tell you, because we're not the same age, but we're around the same age. A Boogie's artist project was what everyone was listening to for a good minute, bro. You know what I'm saying? You got My Ish, Still Think About You. Like, them songs were Jungle. This what that Jungle do. That was a slapper. Half on a Baby, slap. Like, A Boogie had New York for a while. Like, majority of my high school years, A Boogie in New York. Timeless came out too. Like, man, A Boogie had New York for a while, bro. You could debatably say A Boogie was the king of New York before Cardi came out. Before Cardi came out, before 6ix9ine came out. You can debatably say that A Boogie was the king of New York at that moment in time. This is probably like 2013 to like, well, no, I'm tripping. 2013. Yeah, probably like 2013 and 2016. 2013, 2015, in that range, you could really debatably say that A Boogie was the king of New York because that man had everyone, the youth, at least I'm talking about to the youth, on tilt. He had everyone on 20, probably you could probably say from like 13, 14 to like 23 on tilt, bro. I'm telling you. And even the way it could pick up, bro, My Ish still ran in the clubs, bro. It did crazy in the clubs. People still popped off to My Ish in 2016. So A Boogie's been, people need to give A Boogie his credit, bro, because he has kids too, bro. That man has kids. That man has an impact on New York sound now, bro. You listen to Jay Guapo, he sounds exactly like that man, bro. Lil TJay is an offspring of him as well. but also a mixture of melodic Dirk, you know. But yeah, bro, I've been going on hella tangents this episode. Don't mind me, but whoever doesn't like Lil TJay is gonna get tight rewatching this and listening to me talk about TJay for probably 20 to 25 minutes. But anyway, number 5, we have Mr. Pop Smoke. Okay, Mr. Pop Smokington. I debated putting him at damn near 2 for what I'm about to say. Okay, the man has a New York Times article. Pop Smoke has a New York Times article. The man is a gangbanger from Canarsie. He has a New York Times article. A gangbanger from Canarsie has a New York Times article. That's crazy, bro. That's incredible. That's incredible. On top of that, Dior did $1 million in 6 days. Get that man his credit, please. New Yorker's on top, bro. Welcome to the Party remix is off Billboard right now, but that's right now. All right. Wait till basketball season starts. I'm telling you. Wait till basketball season starts. Once basketball season starts, Welcome to the Party is going to ring off. People are going to come off. People are going to come out in the warm-ups to Welcome to the Party. That's my prediction. I live in Brooklyn, so the Nets stadium is going to be turned to Pop Smoke's music. I'm telling you. That's what I'm jacking. That's what I'm jacking. You know? So, Welcome to the Party has the ability to still turn up. All right. Still has the ability to go up and make some noise. So, don't sleep on Pop Smoke, bro. Dude, that will be your biggest mistake because my man has a New York Times article. New York Times did a piece on Pop Smoke. The man is rapping about guns and violence. He has a song on his project called Better Have Your Gun. And New York Times did a piece on him. What can I say? All right. So, DaBaby at number 4. He was featured on Post Malone's album, which I have not heard yet. Right? Because contrary to popular belief, I don't run to albums. I really don't. I don't run to singles. I don't run to songs. I don't run to music. Even though I'm a person that listens to music, I'm a person that's in the music culture right now. I don't run to music because I also create content outside of music. So, like, my content is not based solely around new music. So, I used to do reactions. I stopped doing it just because, like, I was on the artist time, and it's like, it's gross. I hate doing it. It was like, bro, it'd be like 10 o'clock in the morning. Somebody would drop a video that, you know, I used to have everyone's notifications on, and it was like, they drop a video, and like, I either just woke up or I'm about to do something else, and it's like, damn, I got to record a reaction. Because you got to record the reaction, you got to put it out at a certain time, so you can still get the views, you still get the eyes for the relevancy, and it was just tiring. Honestly, it's super tiring. So I don't even like, because my typical way of listening to music is whenever I feel like listening to music. Sometimes I don't feel like listening to new music. Sometimes I don't. I literally just bumped Chance the Rapper's new album a couple weeks ago, and I don't feel bad. I don't feel bad whatsoever, and I didn't even finish bumping it. I only listened to Revenge of the Dreamers one time. I have to give it a second bump. I can't even give you a concrete review of the album because I need to bump it again. It is what it is. But it doesn't mean that my opinion is not respectful or should not be respected. It's just I don't run to new music. I don't have to. If I was forced to, then yeah. But you know, I work in my own timing, so I'm not forced to run to these new musics. You feel me? But yeah. He also was featured in a piece on Complex. Okay, featured on a piece on Complex for his video production team. And his video production team is him. Rico did it on Instagram, as well as others. And they be going in. Their creative process is just amazing. And it's just, you know, they put their all into it. They make you want to come back and watch more. You know what I'm saying? He doesn't need Lyrical Lemonade. You know what I'm saying? He doesn't need Lyrical Lemonade to help him put out entertaining videos. He can do it with his own team. And that's what you should be doing, bro. $1 Billion Baby Entertainment, man. My son puts out his own stuff, bro. Like, he has his own team to help him produce great work. Like, each video has a concept, and I think this is just, I won't say revolutionary, but he's definitely turning the tides in music. Like, for real, he's definitely turning the tides in music. So we have to give people their flowers, right? We have to give people their flowers while they deserve them, because not everyone deserves the flowers at all times, okay? But moving on to Lil Nas X, my son dropped the Panini video with the same dance routine that he did at the VMAs. So, you know, go him. You know what I'm saying? Go him. He also took a picture with SZA recently. Will music actually drop from them too? The answer is more than likely no. But hey, we do it. All right. And we also saw a viral clip of Lil Nas X on the Shop LeBron show and talking to Kevin Hart, where Kevin Hart is kind of saying, like, why are you scared to come out? You know, people are obviously going to make a bigger thing than it is, because, you know, people just do these things. But it's like, duh. You know what I'm saying? Like, he was like, if you're from the hood, you know that's not an acceptable thing to do. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, you're not going to just come out as gay, and people are just going to be like, oh, yeah, cool. You want to get some pizza? People are going to clown you, or you might get jumped. It's just, you know, definitely not funny, but, you know, it is what it is. But the person I want to highlight for a couple seconds is a female that was in the Panini video who was on a show, Jessie. Very popular Disney show at one point. Sky Jackson, or Skate Jackson, probably Sky. She's in that video. She's dope. I was like, wow, that's her. She a little grown up. She a little growner. I won't say a little grown up, but she's a little growner than she was on Jessie. But good for her, man. Because literally, whatever female you put in that role is now going to have so many eyes on her, because anything attached to Lil Nas X is going to do double-digit millions right now. Like, Panini was going to get 10 mil no matter what. Like, Panini was going to get 10 mil minimum, in my opinion. You know what I'm saying? Not even, it doesn't even have to be my opinion. Panini was going to do 10 mil, and I'm going to tell you live on the spot what it's at right now. It's at 38 mil in 5 days. If Lil TJay wasn't cooking right now, Lil Nas X probably number one, because of the fact they did 38 mil in 5 days. Anything attached to Lil Nas X is going to do crazy numbers. It's just going to do crazy, stupid, crazy numbers. Like, look, Sky Jackson put up a behind the scenes of the Panini music video on YouTube, 727K. You know what I'm saying? Like, anything attached to this man is going to do crazy numbers. It's just like, he's the number man right now, bro. He is the numbers man right now, bro. Anything attached to him, it's going to turn to gold, bro. It's going to turn to gold. So he has that effect right now, and I think he understands it. So go him. Lil Nas X, I hope he continues to flourish. I hope he continues to shine and live his best life. Because 2020, it's going to come at him like a roller coaster. Because at some point, he's going to put out the rodeo music video. Right now, they're focusing on Panini. This is coming from his mouth. Right now, they're focusing on Panini. And the next single after that, they're going to focus on his rodeo. And they're going to have a video for rodeo as well. So all these numbers are going to come in. But then, what are you going to do in 2020? Because he's definitely had a longer run than some of the other rookies. Not as long as 6ix9ine. 6ix9ine was rookie last year. Not as long as 6ix9ine. Longer than Blueface, though. Longer than Blueface. Not as long as 6ix9ine. So let's see how he goes into 2020. If the man is really here to stay, we'll see, bro. But it can happen, because he taps into a lot of different. Like, he doesn't have a megastar personality, but he can give off the megastar look. Like, he can pretend long enough. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's into the fashion, so, you know, he can always be at Fashion Week and show off like that. You know, he's like a likable human being, even though he's not like super personable, but he's a likable human being. Like, it can 100% work for him. I'm not saying it won't. It's just 2020. We got to see what's up, because I feel like I know how he's gonna close out the year. He's gonna keep working Panini, and then he's gonna turn his attention to rodeo, and the year's probably gonna end. Maybe like, but I don't see him dropping a single. I feel like at this point he's gonna end up being an album artist or a mixtape artist. He's done pretty well. I don't see it necessary to even put out singles. Just put out projects. Sometimes it can't always work like that, but put out projects. I feel like he can be. It's harder to be an album artist. It's harder to be an album artist. So if you're able to excel like that, that's really dope. Like Tyler, the Creator, is an album artist. He's not a singles artist. Whereas Young M.A is a singles artist because, you know, her and her team really has made that the case. You know, like in a lot of songs she says Sleepwalking on the Way. Sleepwalking dropped probably 2016. She really hasn't had a full body of work. She put out Her Story, but like, and these are very weak tapes. I'm not gonna lie to you. Her singles are better than both of her tapes combined. Sleepwalking was good. I'm not gonna lie. Sleepwalking was dope. But then you compare a lot of her singles to Her Story, and it just smokes them out the water. Petty Wop 1 and 2, Walk, Big, Bleed. Like you compare even the Eat freestyle, which I would like. It probably won't be able to be on streaming, but even the Eat freestyle, Walk. You got Petty Wop 1 and 2. Like I said, like a lot of these songs are better than Her Story and Sleepwalking, honestly. So Young M.A really is more of a singles artist. Tyler, Creator, album artist. I think Lil Nas can be an album artist or a mixtape artist, which is hard to do. So I commend him for even making me think that. Okay. But moving on to Miss Megan Thee Stallion at Number Dose. All right, Miss Megan Thee Stallion at Number Dose just dropped a music video with Maxwell Cream, Flavor of Love themed. All right, so go ahead and watch that. I used to watch that as a kid. I was way too young to be watching Flavor of Love, and that was with Flavor Flav when he was on the actual show. It was definitely way too young to be watching that, but I was watching anyway. And they dropped a video with that type of theme, so it's dope. Watch it. Hot Girl Summer is at number 10. And you know what's crazy? The most catchy part of Hot Girl Summer is Ty Dolla $ign's part mixed in with the City Girls saying real ass bit. Like I can't name you because I've been in spots where they played Hot Girl Summer and they don't even use Meg or Nicki's part. They just use Ty Dolla $ign's part. It's like I still would love to know why Ty Dolla $ign's on the song, why they came the way they came, but it's still doing numbers. So who in the hell am I? However, use Ty Dolla $ign's part. So it's like it sounded like a club record. It's supposed to be a club record. Why are people only using Ty Dolla $ign's part? Because that's the most catchy part. I don't think people can name a quotable by Meg or Nicki in that song. But you can like I don't even specifically know off the top of my head what Ty Dolla $ign is saying, but I know his part. Yo, I have a long finger. Why does my finger look so long in this camera? But it's a hot girl summer because you know she's gonna like I don't know what he's saying, but like his flow is the catchiest before their parts come in. You know what I'm saying? You know, so still very confused why he's on the song, but hey, it is what it is. Hot Girl Summer is number 10. And you know, she's still doing her work. She's top 3, I believe I said this last week. She's 100% top 3 in terms of female rappers, and nobody can take that away from her. Her twerking is like bar none, apparently, to the rest of the world. You know what I'm saying? Like she lifts one butt cheek and it's over. It's a million views. A million views off rip. Like, you know, Megan Thee Stallion drops down to the ground, doesn't even bust out into a twerk. She can just bust down, bend down on her knees. Video can be 3 seconds. That video is doing 3 million views. That's impressive though. Like, I'll give it to her. You know what I'm saying? But it's crazy too, because people are starting to write articles saying, who is Meg Thee Stallion's boyfriend, Moneybagg Yo? Like, they're starting to say, well, all right, yes, Meg Thee Stallion has a brighter star than Moneybagg Yo currently. But Moneybagg Yo is that dude. Like, are we just trying to, like, what? Are we forgetting about Moneybagg Yo? Moneybagg Yo is that dude, bro. If I'm not mistaken, he got the J. Cole verse. Moneybagg Yo got the J. Cole verse. He was competing with YG at one point for first week sales. I think they were both teetering around like 34, 35. It's not too bad. He had a collab project with NBA YoungBoy. Heat, fire, flames. But we're really like, are we really contemplating who Moneybagg Yo is now? It's like, damn, you know what I'm saying? It really is what you done for me lately. Like, the man was just buzzing a little bit ago when him and YG were competing for first week sales. It's like, damn, now you're just Megan Thee Stallion's boyfriend. But I can kind of get it because, like, Megan Thee Stallion's turned to a sex symbol, and then you look and it's like, oh, she has a boyfriend. You know what I'm saying? Which is crazy. Like, I don't know, bro. I don't know how these rappers do it. It's like, they disrespect the women all, you know, willy-nilly in these songs anyway. So it's like, you know, I feel like they're up for a lot. You know, I don't know if I'd be up for my female busting down, flipping butt cheeks, and a million people watching it. I don't know. I don't know if I can get down with that. I'm not gonna lie to you. But apparently Nicki Minaj has been getting flamed for her struggle twerk, and Meg Thee Stallion came to her rescue because she is a twerk king, apparently. Yo, it'll be crazy. A video collab between the twerk team and Meg Thee Stallion. I think that'd be a heat video. And if it does happen, you heard it here first. If there's a collab between Meg Thee Stallion and the twerk team, I want everyone watching this to know that you heard it here first. Okay. And by the way, I don't think that Nicki Minaj is actually retiring. So it's like battle rap. I watch a lot of battle rap. Battle rappers don't ever retire. They take breaks. Nicki Minaj is going to take a break. She's not retiring. All right. Nicki Minaj is not retiring. Meg Thee Stallion is probably not going to stay with Moneybagg Yo for forever. Right now, she's with the dude. Because also being in relationships helps your brand more times than not. It is what it is. You know what I'm saying? But I'm not going to lie. I have not seen the stiff butt twerk. You know what I'm saying? If I did, I'd probably give you a full review right now. But, you know, it is what it is. I'll take Meg Thee Stallion's word for it that it wasn't that bad. All right, I just watched the update breaking news. I just watched the twerk. And in comparison, Meg Thee Stallion's twerk is way better. Nicki's all right, so like, if you had Nicki's twerk stand alone from Meg Thee Stallion's twerk, it probably wouldn't be that bad. Like people would still be gassing it. But then you have honorary twerk team member Meg Thee Stallion to the left of her doing work. You know what I'm saying? It's like, so in comparison, yes, it does look very stiff and not as good. And Nicki definitely could have got in her bag more because Meg was in her bag. However, Nicki is wearing more clothing in the specific area where the twerking occurs. Okay, but that's it for my breakdown on that one. But it did look a little stiff, though. I'm not gonna lie. But for those reasons, you know, I'm not gonna flame her for it. Yeah, but this episode started to come to a close, ladies and gentlemen. I want to thank you all for joining me at Hip Hop Rookie of the Year. Okay, where we discuss the top rookies this week. We will be crowning a winner by the end of the year. right now, Lil Tech is at number 1. Megan Thee Stallion is at number 2. Lil Nas X is at number 3. DaBaby's at number 4. Pop Smoke's at number 5. And Lil TJay is at number 6. Okay. Now, if you have not heard We Love You Tekka, please, you need to go bump that. You need to go bump We Love You Tekka. Because it's a fire album. And to that guy, whoever commented that it's a mixtape, you're incorrect. It is not. The thing has like 17 years. If you're trying to tell me it's a mixtape and it has 17 tracks on it, it's an album. It's an album. It's an album. And I don't like artists to try to tell me, oh, it's a mixtape and it's like 30 tracks on it. There's mad tracks on Coloring Book. That man had the audacity to say it's a mixtape. That man had the audacity to say it wasn't his debut project. This man Chance had to say the Big Day is his debut project. I don't remember how many tracks were on Coloring Book, but if it's plus 10, I'm not jacking this mixtape. Not at all. If Coloring Book has plus 10, I'm not jacking it. All right.